House here at the OCBC Arena, ladies and gentlemen. So happy you could join us. Get ready for second quarter action here. Number 1 team going against the number 3 team, the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, leading the league at 16-4 record. Singapore checking in with that 13-7, good enough for third place, right behind the foremost of Dreamers. Chuck Schreiner and Scott McKinnon. We look at the brain trust for Singapore, Coach MJ, Michael Johnson, and Coach Neo, who has been with Singapore since its inception. Singapore in the white right there, going against San Miguel in the red. And Scotty, any thoughts as you look at the stats here after the first quarter?
Well, for Singapore, they already have 8 offensive rebounds, which has led to 8 more shots for them. Alab has refused to box out so far, and that's led to a ton of extra possessions for Singapore. From the Alab perspective, I'm surprised. Bobby Ray Parks only 1 shot attempt right now. Ethan Alvano hasn't taken one. So that strength of that depth of the locals hasn't been apparent so far in this first quarter.
Where's Bobby Ray Parks playing with that nose? Couldn't figure out if it was a broken nose or it was fractured or what it was, but he's having to deal with that mask on his face. Russell Lowe in the game now for Singapore, number 32. Alexander getting the ball. Little turn, spin move, and thwarted, knocked away. Nice job by Bobby Ray Parks on the defensive end, just sticking his hand in there. And Alexander unable to retrieve it, so turnover right away for Singapore. And back comes Bobby Ray Parks. There he is with that mask on his face, accepting the screen. Going over to the left side. Back to Josh Urzbentano. Urzbentano around one screen. He's taking 2 shots without success. Inside it goes. Boy, firing it off of the glass. Russell Lowe inside. Kick back outside. Alexander. Parks working on him. Around the corner it goes to Young. Up pops number 22. Long 3 is off the mark. So nice job by Rosser on the switch. Out of bounds it goes, and there's a foul there, and that'll go on Young. I believe that will be his first foul.
One note on Alab, Kalen Chongson, the Chongson Fu All-Star from last year. The Biola product is not on the bench today, or not on the roster for Alab. He is a tremendous athlete. 6'5", can jump out of the gym, can defend anyone, including imports. That's going to be a big loss for them, having him not compete today.
Ramos again, Fields working on him, asking for help on the weak side, can't get it. The tip back is no good. That was number 22, Rosser, couldn't get it. 5-on-4 now for Singapore. Back outside, Alexander, hesitation move inside, turning, finding the little space there, and he is fouled.
Very nice up and under move there from Xavier Alexander, noticing that Brandon Rosser was hurt at the other end of the court. Nice little shot fake, steps through and finishes with getting the contact.
Boy, Rosser is limping badly. They're going to have to get him out of the game for the time being, I think. Foul down at the other end was on Bobby Ray Parks. That would be his second foul. Parks goes to the bench. You said, Scotty, a little bit earlier that the very deep bench, not weak bench, but deep bench that San Miguel has. There it is. They're falling hard on that knee. You can see, wow, writhing in pain on the bench, and he is going to have to be helped. So that is a big hit for San Miguel. Rosser, as you said, Scotty, giving them some length. So 6'7", they're going to miss his presence in there. Let's hope he can get back into the game, and it's nothing serious.
Yeah, and it looked like he did his ankle or his knee pretty bad there. Up around the rim trying to get the tip, and comes down on someone else's foot. That's too bad for Brandon Rosser. He is a very valuable member of this team.
So 22-18, Singapore with a 4-point spread. This is a guy whose free throw shooting was suspect at first, but has improved greatly in the last few games. We have seen Singapore, in fact, go from a 63.5% free throw shooting team to 69%. Bachman around the horn it goes to number 13, that's Gavalona. Inside, the shot is off the mark. Last touch by who? And they're going to say Bachman touched it last.
Coach Neo and Coach Johnson mixing it up a little bit, falling into a 1-3-1 zone there. It's always nice to see the different defensive adjustments they make to keep opposing teams in the ABL tier on their toes.
There's your time, 8:25 to go. Up top, Stelvin go. So that is Ung-Han Min who's in the game now, beside Desmond. Posting up his man. trying to turn the corner, throws the ball away. Bachman, great hands to turn it around. Back going downhill, taking the ball to the basket. Number 3, that is Lawrence Domingo to finish it off. So costly turnover for Singapore right there, and now 23-20.
What a finish by Lawrence Domingo, challenging Xavier Alexander at the rim there.
Back over to Fields. Fields looking for Alexander. There's the screen on that right-hand side. Alexander goes around that. The Fields again, wide open look from the elbow. Is going to be short. Tipped away. Back comes Alab. Joshua Montando downstairs. Domingo quickly getting a corner and a foul. That would have, had that gone, it would have counted. Let's see, is that an offensive foul? Watch it again, let's see. There's the give to Domingo. And they're going to say offensive foul.
And that's a tough call.
That is a tough call. Wow.
Desmond steps in with his shoulder. Domingo has the direct line to the rim.
Another look at it. Call right and 99 times out of 100, well, that is called on the defender. So tough break for San Miguel there. Comes at the 7:30 mark. So Singapore catching one that time. 7:30 to go here in the second quarter. Alexander. Up pops Russell Lowe. Running the baseline is Larry Liu. Desmond to the left. Fields. Young not in the game at the moment. Alexander trying to accelerate. Can't. Good pursuit there by Alab Pilipinas, trying to do it all on his own. Getting the ball off to Desmond. Blocked from behind.
And Singapore's continuing to put PJ Ramos into a ball screen. And the bigs, John Fields and Russell Lowe, Ramos is refusing to step out and contest the shot. They're going to have to hit that 15-footer. If they do, it's going to change the complex and dynamic of the game.
Again, Singapore trying to attack the basket. But back comes number 25, Ethan Albano, rotating over to Havalona. Albano again, working against Desmond. Domingo. Bachman almost walked with it. And one, count it. Great quick step, first step by Bachman. So drawing the foul. Watch it again. There he is, and stepping in is Fields. So Fields picks up the foul. That would be number 1 on him.
And Bachman now 5 of 9 from the field for 11 points. The University of South Carolina product, 20th pick in the NBA draft. This guy can get to the rim when he wants to. Another attack, dynamic attack to that right hand.
Absolutely, and played in the NBA, as you said, the 20th pick of the New York Knicks. A lot of people couldn't understand why the Knicks picked him up so early is because of his work ethic, they said, and missing the free throw. So Singapore will maintain that 1-point edge. Back comes Alexander. 6:37 to go here in the second quarter. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are. Russell Lowe over to Larry Liu. Young still not in the game. Fields, still Fields, spin move. Oh, great recovery there by Bachman to cut him off. Right into the hands of Desmond, and he had no time on the clock. Shot was blocked right in the hands of Russell Lowe. It didn't matter. So second 24-second violation for Singapore, Scotty.
And interesting enough, Chuck, you always talk about the face mask and the difference it is playing with. If you look right now, Bobby Parks has ditched the face mask with 0 points here and 6:13 left in the second quarter. It's obviously affecting his play so far today.
Moisture getting caught in between there. Albano goes to the left hand, spin move inside. Great job. Losing his defender in the process. So now Alab taking the lead 24-23. Singapore quickly with the timeout. I wonder if there's an issue with Jared Young. We have not seen him here the last 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe they're just trying to give him a blow. But anyway, watch this again. Avelino, wow, great little spin move, losing Larry Liu in the process. Weak side help in the form of Russell Lowe coming over, not nearly in time. There it is again with the right hand. Finishing. Scott McKinnon and Chuck Schreiner, so happy you could join us for this matchup between 2 heavyweights here in the ABL. The first place, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, and the Singapore Slingers in 3rd place with that 13-7 record.
And that's a really good timeout by Coach Neo. Alab's gone on a little mini 6-0 run here. Let's see how the Slingers respond.
Full court pressure. Alexander working on Domingo. There's a trap. Nice job. Somebody's got to be open. It's Larry Liu. Rotates the ball over to Delvin Go, excuse me. Young back into the game, Scotty. Now downstairs, they dump it to Fields. Fields drawing the double team, and he is fouled immediately. Let's see who the foul will go on. I believe it will be on number 6, Alabanza, who's just checked into the game.
Alab bench was very animated. They're calling for a travel, but John Fields did a really good job pivoting back to that left foot and creating contact.
Third time Fields has been to the free throw line. He's just so strong. You can see that wide upper body just bulls his way, and it almost takes two players to get him back rims that one. Fifth in the league in scoring, 23.9 points a game. Also averaging nearly 12 rebounds a game as well. 1 of 2, so tied up again at 24. Good pass over to Parks. Now back outside again. Singapore in that 1-2-2 you were talking about. Now it closes. Ball up in the air, knocked away by Young. Singapore off to the races. Young staying with the right hand. Euro step through the back. They gets it to fall.
There's Jared Young in transition with that right hand. Once he gets downhill going to that right hand, no one can get between him and the rim.
So fifth turnover of the game for San Miguel. Bobby Ray Parks stumbling as he gets the ball over to the left-hand side, and the shot is off the mark. Getting the ball is Alexander, tiptoeing his way away from the baseline. Now back comes Singapore, downstairs the field. Baseline, reverse, no good. Nice job by Delvin Go!
Second chance points again there in an offensive rebound. Their 10th offensive rebound of the game today. Delvin Go with the fantastic putback.
Delvin Go with 6. Singapore with a 4-point lead. Back outside Bachman. Bachman slams it home. Once he gets a step on you, it is good night.
And there's the Puerto Rican national right there.
And again on the steal. So that will tie it up at 28 apiece. Singapore copying the ball up in the open court.
And this is what Alab wants. They're a momentum team. You can see the bench is up now. Everyone's excited. A couple quick baskets in a row. Slingers really have to settle down here.
There it is on the first one. Finding the space in between Alexander. Fields a little bit too late getting to the spot. Shot is off the mark, so the N1 doesn't finish. So 28 apiece now. Singapore thought they had a little bit of breathing room. Not so. They didn't take care of the ball, and Alab made them pay for it. Young around the screen of Delvin Go. Young around the screen of Fields, and what is this? See who this is going to be on. It might be a moving screen against Delvin Go.
I think they call it double foul there. Bobby Ray Parks and Delvin Go are both kind of mixed up in that ball screen action there. They got a little physical with each other, and it looks like they're going to call a double foul on both of them.
So for Bobby Ray, that'll be 2 on him. For Delvin Go, that'll be 1. Coach Alpago is going to quickly go to the bench and get Bobby Ray out of there. In fact, that is 3 on Parks. So checking into the game will be number 24, Chris Samalanog, guy we were talking about, 6'2", 190 pounds. He's 28 years of age. Doesn't score a lot, but he's very solid defensively. Alexander accelerating. And 24-second violation. Did he get it off before? He did not.
There's Domingo again. Just fantastic one-on-one defense, contesting, making Alexander take the second extra dribble to step away, and all of a sudden 24-second shot clock violation.
So a lob with the pressure defense. Remember, these two teams 1 and 2 in the league in defense. Singapore surrendering 77.7 points a game. San Miguel not far behind at 80. Off the dribble, firing up a 3 off the back rim. Rebound by Delvin Go. That's number 4 for him. Alexander weaving his way through players. Has to kick it back outside to Larry Liu. Downstairs it goes again. Backup jumper by Fields is off the mark. Trying to step in and get the rebound is Liu. No dice. Outlet pass by Balkman inside Domingo. Over the top. 3-2.
Domingo and Balkman have come to play today to the tune of 20 points and 8 rebounds. Those guys are all over the court so far.
With Domingo continuing to give headaches to Singapore. By the way, Young out of the game. Downstairs it goes to Fields. Fields with the finish over the top. Catching Bachman ball watching that time, so that will tie it up at 30 apiece. Young, remember, with 3 fouls now. He is out of the game. Parks with 3 fouls. Ramos for 3, no good. Offensive board by Domingo. Head fake, no good. Rebound, Delvin Go.
Last possession, they put PJ Ramos in a ball screen again. He's not coming out and he's not contesting, so I'd love to see another action with Ramos in that ball screen.
Fields Back outside to Alexander, applying the screen, accelerating inside the lane. Is Alexander knocked away by who else? Bachman. Check that. That was number 24, Chris Simonow. Long three if it goes, off the mark. Rebound right there is Ung, who was just checked into the game. A one-step pass over and a foul. Nice job by Alexander to find the freed up Fields downstairs, but he wasn't free for long. He'll have to earn it from the line. Let's see who the foul is on. Yeah, on number 25, Alvano. That would be 2 on him.
John Fields with 9 points right now. Did another great job of rim running there. He beat Ramos down the court, and all of a sudden he has an uncontested layup where Alab has to foul him. Right there,
Xavier Alexander has yet to get off. You know he will. He's averaging over 22 points a game. He's stuck on 4 right now. And Young leading the way for Singapore with 11 in limited minutes because of those fouls. John Fields with 9. So 2:30 to go here in the second quarter. By the way, these teams both met in the Philippines on December 23rd. Alab coming away with a 77-71 win as Fields misses the first of 2. Next week, Singapore will be right back here against the CLS Knights, March 10th. 1 of 2, so Singapore with that sliver of a lead. It's been back and forth like this the entire first half. Singapore did lead by as many as 5. Alab is led by as many as 4. Daring him to shoot. Dominguez downstairs it goes. Bachman again. That time in a late whistle. Let's see who the foul is on. I think that will be on Xavier Alexander. If it is, that will be 2 on him. Watch it again. Downstairs, isolated against Fields. Oh, wow, there's a push there by Alexander. It's a good call by the referee.
Yeah, that was a good call. You're right. The secondary motion with Alexander to knock Bachman out of the way so he couldn't get the offensive rebound was a personal foul right there. Alexander.
So that will be 1 on Alexander, actually, not 2. So he had the foul to give. Jimmy wanting to know what the status is.
Actually, it looks like they called something different because Alexander's down at the line at the other end.
So we'll have to get back to you on that. Maybe a push by Bachman before that, but it was an obvious push by Alexander. We saw that. Now that is the, in fact, Singapore has 14 fouls. That is a 16 foul on San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. So there must have been some pushing around the basket that we didn't pick up.
Yeah, just looking at the referee communicating to the bench. He was on PJ Ramos on that early action. He set a cross screen on Xavier Alexander, and that's what put it on number 36, PJ Ramos.
So a break for Singapore as they lead by a pair, 32-30.
We talked again about Xavier Alexander's improved 3-throw shooting. He has really put a lot of work into this. And you've seen the results of it so far in the second half of this season.
Well, also, his perimeter shooting in general, Scott, we've even seen him knock down threes and stuff, and these are things he wouldn't even bother to take these sort of shots before, but much different player than he was 3 years ago. Alvano has to do it. Ramos dumps it downstairs, ball knocked away. Bachman right there, right spot, right time, kicks it back out to Ramos. Showing don't move inside, ball knocked away. Delvego coming away, but Bachman again with the steal out of bounds. It goes. It'll be Singapore ball, but Bachman stopping the fast break in its tracks.
Yeah, it's the one thing PJ Ramos, he falls in love with the three-point line a little bit too much where he plays out on the perimeter. For someone his size, a couple more touches in the post, he's not only going to get Big John Fields in foul trouble, but he's going to get foul shots as well as that physicality finishes that he's so good at around the rim.
Alexander using the screen by Fields, trying to lean up against the piece of granite that is Ramos. Long 3 is going to be off the mark. Ramos cleans it up. That pass all the way down the court. Not this time. Alexander smelling it out. So 4 on 5 right here. Skipping over. Delvego will fire a 2. No good. And pushing, I think that will be against who? Alexander. Or will it be against Dominguez? No, it'll be Alexander.
There's Singapore on the offensive boards again. Their 11th offensive board of the game today. And that will send.
Watch it again. Around the horn it goes. Back downstairs to Delvego. Wide open. You've got to take that shot. I couldn't really see the foul. I guess Alexander pushing Domingo from behind will be the call. So 1:22 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. They called that on Xavier Alexander. I think that was the right call. He had a little bit of contact there on the offensive rebound, and Domingo had a really good box.
Well, we were sort of blocked out from the action, but you could sort of see lunging forward was Domingo. So that is a 5th team foul for Singapore. So at the other end, Domingo will go to the line.
Now you have Young with 3 and Xavier Alexander with 2. He cannot pick up another foul in this 122 heading into the second half.
Might be a wise move to get Xavier out of there for that last minute or so. We'll see how it transpires, but he's still in there. Domingo misses both. Attacking on behind, has the ball blocked. Alexander picks it up. Ramos, no foul. Back comes Alab Pilipinas. Domingo found the break, can't get it. Follow up, knock the ball in the air. Singapore coming away with it. Ball in the hands. Yes, double dribble there. I was going to say Desmond losing the thread there. So a double dribble. You can see Desmond quite clearly having problems with control of the ball. The referee says that is a turnover. You can see him looking up, trying to ascertain who was free down the court to get it to him. But in the meantime, he lost the thread. So Brisbane Tondo back outside and into the lane. Wow. Ramos throwing the ball away again. And Alexander, finger roll to the basket. He's fouled. He'll have to earn it from the line. I think the foul will go on Domingo. If it is, it'll be 2 on him.
He's very unlike Ramos. He's generally a really good facilitator from the low post and high post. A fantastic passer for a man his size. And just to see him continuously kind of turn the ball over there, his 3rd turnover of the game, it's very unlike him.
I saw him thread a couple of beautiful passes down the court after a rebound, hitting Bachman several times over the shoulder, as we said, just like a quarterback hitting a wide receiver. Easy buckets that way, but not lately. So Alexander missing the first of 2. 48.6 to go here in the first half. Singapore missing them both, so both these teams hiccuping at the foul line. Bachman barking signals, getting the ball over the jaws of Brisbane Tondo. Desmond working on him. Up pops Domingo to throw the screen. Brisbane Tondo getting free. Attacking the basket. Wide open look. Catch and shoot for 3 is good. Swirling it in. That is number 24, Chris Simononog. His first bucket of the game.
Very, very good shooter. Chuck, that guy can fill it from the outside. Great job spacing the floor on the kickout from Brisbane Tondo. Singapore
with the 2 seconds in between shot clock and game clock. We'll try and wind it down to get a quality shot. Deny San Miguel a quality possession. Alexander all the way to the basket, using his shoulder. That's Xavier Alexander we're used to seeing. So Singapore retaining the lead 35-33, and that will do it.
That's that ball screen again with PJ Ramos. Every single time they're putting PJ Ramos on ball screen, he's not stepping up to defend.
So exciting first half stuff. Singapore on the strength of that last shot by Alexander take the sliver of a lead, 35-33 as we go into the dressing room. And we'll be back for a halftime show here at the OCBC Arena in a minute. 35-33, Singapore lead it at the half.